I meet lots of interesting people who I want to help, and the best way for me to give back is to quickly share who they're helping professionally and who they wish they could privately or philanthropically help more. And I help you by keeping the interviews short and sweet. People in my circle can pick and choose who to directly and indirectly help with their business or charitable contributions. Who are you helping? Don't forget to subscribe or follow me on YouTube and TikTok so that they start paying me to do more interviews like these. Let's get started. Hey, how's it going? I'm Dan Fredenberg, and this is for Who Are You Helping? I usually interview commercial real estate investors day in and day out, but sometimes I meet people who aren't directly in investing. Maybe they're in a industry that's directly related to it, but it's not actually doing the deals. And if you are a commercial real estate investor, I interview through dandoesdeals.com. They're called Chance Encounters. They're 15 minutes. It's the same 15 minutes you have to spend with all commercial real estate investors to get to know them and see if they're anywhere in your business. But can you please introduce yourself, because I gapped out?
Of course. So my name is Austin Wayne. I work on the National Commercial Division. I'm a National Business Development Officer for Old Republic Title nationally. So strictly commercial. I used to dabble into residential at Chicago Title, but moved strictly commercial in downtown Chicago about last year. So working strictly commercial nationally. And then I guess just go into it, who I help.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm helping a lot of attorneys that can basically feed me deals. Obviously, everybody in commercial real estate usually works with an attorney to get the deal done from point A to point B. So I work with attorneys straight up. Sometimes I work with the investor. They'll refer me, say, to their attorney, say, hey, I want to work with this guy at Old Republic. That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
So investors, sometimes banks, sometimes lenders for refinances. Basically, I'm just the guy that gets you to point A to point B. I want you to get to close with the attorney. So I work alongside your attorney to get the deal closed and provide the policy, provide the title, and all the, that background work that no one really likes to see. So
Right, right. That's excellent. So the first question we usually go through is who do you help professionally? And you have gone through some of that in some pretty good detail. I think the other thing that jumps out though is making the distinction, as you already did, between residential and commercial title. And it hits me as something where you definitely want to go to somebody who specializes in it instead of somebody who's just like, sure, I can do your commercial stuff. Right.
yes.
So maybe you can talk a little bit about that, the distinctions as far as like what's something that a residential person wouldn't be aware of that a commercial one would in the title section that you
Um,
take care of.
so there's definitely different fees in regards to commercial real estate. Something between residential and commercial. I think almost everything's different
Mm,
typically. Fees, the transaction process, the people involved. There's usually a lot more people involved in commercial. It's not just, it matters what state you're in. If it's an attorney opinion, if it's attorney ran, if it's just a, straight to title work
mhm.
like Indiana, it's the client, the realtor, the title company. There's no attorney involved. Illinois, there's an attorney involved doing everything.
Mhm.
Um, North Carolina, South Carolina, they're attorney opinionated. So you need an attorney opinion to get the deal closed. And that's actually, in those states, the attorney's costs is more expensive than our premium. So
Okay.
that's something I don't know a lot of people know, but that's something.
Right.
But fees, people involved, let's see what else.
All right. Well, let's go back for a second though too, because I
Yeah.
thought that South Carolina was an attorney state, and then North Carolina it had something where like and you'd have way more recent information than I have, so I don't know if it's changed or if I'm
Last
elections
last
off or
time I
what.
checked, they were both there. It's considered attorney opinions. So the attorney um, will do basically will go over the title work and they'll do most of the stuff, and then we'll provide the policy. Um, it's a lot different than other states. I'm not
Okay.
sure on the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm still young, I'm still learning,
All good. All good. All good.
but I know
So,
those states I think are a little different than other states that are attorney ran.
right, right. Okay, cool. So that's the detail on that, and that makes sense. One thing that I should mention to you in the audience is that because I said before, I interview commercial real estate investors all the time. I have my dandoesdeals.com commercial roll die that I use inside the commercial deals to find out what my guest's core competency is. And the thing that's interesting, you mentioned about how there's so many more people involved in a commercial deal, and that's what I try to simplify with the 6 different sides of saying, okay, which one of these are you, so that we know like the context of, okay, contact this person for that, and don't go up, don't go to a residential title
Yeah.
agent when you're looking at commercial. So the next question, though, who do you wish you could help more? And again, you in the audience, not to just call you you. Sorry, that's sort of impolite of me, but the intentionality behind that question is because I'm an internet guy, and everywhere I move, I find people encourage shop local, support your local economy, and that's not so great for me. But so I got to go, well, what other options do you have? I always use the example of a music store because I used to teach guitar. And it's like, well, what if the guy who owns the local music store is a bit of a dick? And it's like, well, then, maybe you can go to the internet, right? So, why I include this question in a who are you helping interview is to find out who are the secondary benefactors of choosing my guest professionally. What else is going on? So I like to imagine that you're sitting on Santa's lap, or you rub the magic lamp, the genie comes out, and the genie is this person in the audience here. How can but who do you wish you could help more first? Who do you wish you could help more?
Um, I'm truly passionate about children. I like helping children obviously learn more. Just I think I always believe, and you got to take care of the younger generation because they're the ones that are building the future after us and while we get old. So, and I also have a little 3-year-old, so he's my world. And so I don't know. I'm passionate about kids. Anything involved with charities with them, I love to do, helping out. And then obviously I'm a dog guy, so uh, got to take care of the pets. I think that's huge. But yeah, I mean, in regards to children, I think educating them to how we can further, real estate investing, that's huge. I think
Mhm.
teaching kids about alternative investments early on is huge. A lot of parents don't do that because, the majority of the world, they'll put their money in their 401k and their funds, and okay, that's what you do to get retired. So
Right, which is a great plan until inflation rears its ugly head, and then suddenly that huge nest egg
yeah.
becomes worth way less. But how can people help you? That's the genie thing. If it like, what's the best thing they can do to get you further ahead?
Um, to get me further ahead, obviously, just send me deals. If you have a LOI out there for you syndicators, or if you have something under contract, like, hey, we need a title company, refer Austin Wayne at Old Republic Title. Obviously, like I said earlier, I can do nationwide deals, so it doesn't matter where you're at. We can do it. Um, and our title fees are very competitive. It's a very regulated, obviously, industry. So we'll give you the best deal we can. And we have a great reputation. We work with some very big asset managers like Blackstone, Brookfield Assets. They're agents of ours. So we do have a great reputation, and we can take care of your deals from a couple $1 billion to your normal small multifamily. So,
Beautiful. And how do they reach out to help in the ways that you describe?
of course, you can reach me at my email. That's the best way to contact me. That is A Wayne, which is AWAYNE at oldrepublictitle.com. And that's the possibly the best way to reach me, and I can get the deal flowing from there. So
All right, excellent. And so that is who Austin is. That's who he helps professionally. That's who he wishes he could help more, how people can help him, and how to reach out. But Austin, are you aware that if people subscribe to my channel, that that helps me?
I do not, but now I do. So
Right, and
please,
it exactly, and it's completely free. Can is
yeah,
it costs absolutely nothing. There's no email or anything. Can you think of another great reason why they should subscribe to this channel?
I think you guys should subscribe to Dan because he's putting out some great content, putting out some great people out there that can help everybody in the real estate industry. So subscribe, learn from him, and learn from all the contacts that he has available to get your deal to close. So subscribe, and then let's all work together.
Awesome. Sounds good. And how do you do that? All you do is you look under my hand here. If you're on a phone, it'll just be a red word. It says subscribe, and it's ugly. But on a computer, it's a big red button, and it's even uglier. Okay. And the only way to get rid of that ugly red button is to click on it. And then it turns into the gray button, which I've got no problems at all with the gray button because it means that YouTube will pay for these videos instead of me. And that is amazing. And it costs you nothing. All it means that my videos might show up in your list of suggestions. So pretty please with sugar on top, go ahead and hit that. But you don't even have to watch the videos if they come up in our suggestions because you've done me an enormous favor. Just like Austin, you've done me an enormous favor by joining me today. This has been great.
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank
Dan.
you. Awesome.